Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Sounds like good. Oakley dokley, girls and blokeleys. Hello once again and good evening. It's a boy named Sue coming at you live straight from Baked Potato. Back with my first playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. Last time we had just been finishing things up at the Emerald Grove. Excuse me. We had finally found Halsin last time. After God knows how long of wandering around to find him. We also found Karlach. And we had some weird relations with Lae'zel. So we're picking up where we left off there. I think that we're probably going to be making our way towards the west and seeing if we can't find
What's so funny?
the Githyanki
You haven't
Crash
got
or whatever it
some
is.
laughing curse, have you?
I really made it out of Avernus. It's incredible.
All right, just keep it down. We're conspicuous enough without your hyena call.
Oh, what's in here? Ledger containing details of a toll house's takings for the current year. Most entries are neatly written, listing the travelers and amount of gold paid, but the text on the most recent page is smudged and rambling. Derpity derp a derp a derp. Okay. You can't lockpick it. Bummer.
Goblins are such vile little parasites.
Okay, so we're up here. It looks like if we go due west, we'll run into where this Githyanki patrol is. But we need to have Lae'zel for that. Damn it. And we literally just left the... Okay. We're gonna load. I'm already fucking things up. And as much as we want to have Karlach in the party, I think that we might... Yeah, we might have to bring her in later on. I don't know how many warriors we really need. I guess I could take Asterion up, but I literally just put him in there.
Curious. I drained you dry, yet your body seems no more worse for wear. Perhaps I might find use for it again. Make space,
Okay.
and my might is yours.
I want to take out Shadowheart because she's like the only person who has heals. Fuck it, girl party. Let's go, girl party.
So, Githyanki undergarments. Very fashionable.
The underharnesses are often used for strapping oneself onto a red dragon.
Ooh, fashion and function. You lot really have it all figured out.
Okay. Dear editor, I find it despicable, nay diabolical, that you would defend Baldur's Gate's ridiculous restrictions regarding animals in the city. No animal larger than a peacock making an entry? How archaic. My darling Giselle is the most well-behaved bear you'll ever meet, and yet to spend time with my child I must visit my summer home in Cormier. I call upon the Parliament of Peers to resolve this issue immediately. The emotional and psychological well-being of the people of Baldur's Gate is at stake, and I shall take this to the highest of authorities should it not be dealt with accordingly. Right now, Giselle cries out for her father. This archaic policy has separated a child from their parent. I don't know how Grand Duke Older Ravengard lives with himself. Yours faithfully, Mr. R. Pickens. What do we have up here? I don't know if I want to go into a settlement right now. What is this?
Welcome to Joaquin's Rest. West, Baldur's Gate. East, Elturel.
Okay, well, let's keep on going. So we... hold on.
Smoke.
We activate
Something's
this.
burning.
Okay, hold on. Who's this?
He of the unsleeping eyes. Grant me the might to carry this burden. Grant me the faith to face darkness without fear.
My condolences to you.
He should never have been here in the first place. I'm the one that talked him into joining the Fist.
What the hell's
A
happened here?
massacre. Drow and goblins slaughtered the lot. Please, just leave me be.
Okay. Bye-bye.
I hear shouting. Someone needs help.
Who is it that needs help?
What can I do you for?
Oh. Did we rescue him or did he just run through a fire? Kinda looks like he just ran through a fire.
We'll never put this fire out.
Grand Duke Ravengard could be inside. Don't just stand there. Push!
Grand Duke Ravengard?
Yes, the hero of Baldur's Gate. He could be trapped. Help us get through.
Alright, big money, no whammies. That's gonna be a whammy.
Damn! Find another way inside.
What's that?
What's what? What's what?
I'm way too big.
Can you jump in the window? No.
That's curious.
You're curious.
Go! There has to.
Girl, I am trying.
Wounds, too much to bear.
I might as well just load the game, quite honestly. Okay.
Smoke. Something burning.
No shit, buddy.
I hear shouting. Someone...
We'll never put this fire out.
Grand Duke Ravengard could be inside. Don't just... Your kind happened. Unless you're here to finish the job. Get over here and push!
Ooh. We're gonna try again. Uh-huh.
Inside, hurry! We don't have much time. Hear me! We hear you! Stay where you are! We don't have much time! Fight out!
The heat coming off that door. Opening it could spell trouble.
It's just like that movie, Backdraft. Everything's going great. Can we maybe please? I think the person burned to death while I was busy doing this.
Can't.
Not fall before my time.
So we're gonna try that again.
I hear shouting.
Great God, help.
Someone needs help.
Allow us peace in this place.
Grand Duke Ravengard could be inside. Don't just stand there. Yes, he could be trapped. Unless you're here to finish the job. Get over here and push! Inside, up!
Okay.
Hello! We hear you! Stay where you are! Don't have much time! Fight out!
Heat coming off that door. Opening it could spell trouble.
Jesus Christ. Stop it.
Fire! Hurry! Get this thing off me!
Find leverage to shift the beam, huh? We were so close. Yeah, let's try that again. That went a little better.
I think that's it. Thank you. Now, how the hell do we get out of here?
Doors that way.
The smoke. I can't see a damn thing.
Alright, follow me.
Right. I'll try to keep up.
Turn-based mode.
No time to dally.
No time to dilly neither. We attack that broken door. Move there, and can you attack the door now?
Come on, let's go. Phew.
Eager for battle.
Oh. There's somebody in there.
Without delay.
Things aren't going great.
Can't give up now.
No, I think you could. I don't want to talk to fucking Shadowheart. Oh, I can't see shit.
I am ready.
Are you ready to do something about that door? I wasn't really doing that much about it.
Hey-ho.
Yeah, you are a hoe.
Yeah.
Assume nothing.
That's how you break a door down.
Onward.
We can talk when you get me out of here.
Okay, then come out.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
There we go.
How much farther can I go?
I wonder
Far
where
enough.
the next move is. I'll go this way.
Take you.
Come. I'm afraid proper thanks must wait.
Mary. No.
Well, I don't know who Miri is, but he seems pretty upset.
Best keep your hands to yourself.
Let's get on with it. This way.
Damn it.
Take you.
Wanna dance? Here? Honk honk.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood. An efficient path.
Teach us care when we would be reckless. Teach us certainty when we would have doubt. So it is spoken, and so is it done.
Was there a Grand Duke in here?
Let's get going.
Teach us care when we would be reckless. Teach us certainty when we would have doubt. So it is spoken.
Mary. No. Gods, no, no, no. You should have stayed. You should have been with me.
How'd you two get separated?
I was in our room. We had a fight. If I just kept my mouth shut about that bloody dowry, she'd still still be here.
Siren, respond to a message. What's that about a dowry? No, I'm just kidding. This isn't on you. There's no way you could have known.
I'm sorry, Mary. I'm so sorry. Please, just go. I need a moment with her.
Alright, well, the house is actively on fire, so I would not take too much of a moment.
There's no time to waste. On I go.
What a charmer. Soldier?
Action, not reaction. Repositioning.
What path lies before me?
Okay, that's
Wits
good.
and
I'm
blades,
glad he went back
always
up
sharp.
the stairs.
Need to keep going.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
Let us have words. Without delay.
Something's on my mind.
I don't care.
To keep going.
Fresh air. At last. Your boldness is a blessing. I'm in your debt.
Counselor, are you all right?
It takes more than mere fire to break me, Eva. Now listen close, Fist. Duty calls. Drow have taken Grand Duke Alder Ravengard westward, if my eyes and ears can be believed. Gauntlet, report to the man and send for reinforcements. We must find the Duke.
On your command, Counselor.
The rest of you, count the dead. Take word of their sacrifice to this city. And you, I must ask again for your aid. Please, rescue Ravengard from his drow captors. The Council will reward you for your effort. May I trust you'll see it through?
Ravengard is a champion to the people of
A
Baldur's
champion
Gate.
indeed. He's the invisible force holding Baldur's Gate together. Without him, the city faces collapse. In fact, I fear that may have been the intention of those who abducted him.
Why entrust this to me? You have others at your
By the
command.
time aid arrives, it might be too late. You've the heart of a dragon and the will of a hero. Tell me I can count on you.
Absolute's cult is based at Moonrise Towers. That's where they'll They'll have taken him.
Moonrise Towers, along the old road. That place is cursed. Few could survive there, unless darker forces are at work. This was no random attack. The Grand Duke was their target.
I'll search for him.
Thank you. And should your courage falter, remember the Duke's generosity. Approach the towers with care. The land itself has been swallowed in shadow. I will seek reinforcements and join you when I can. Fist, to work.
What?
Open up.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes. I'll take this way.
What's cooking?
Quickly then.
Looking ahead. Very well.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood. Quickly then.
Have a lot on my mind. Well, in it.
Hey, good looking.
An efficient path.
No one's stopping.
Okay, how do we get out of this turn-based bullshit?
A long way to go still.
An efficient path.
Yeah, how?
Great God, Helm. Allow us peace in this plane and beyond. Teach us care when we would be reckless. Teach us certainty when we would have doubt. So it is
All's
spoken,
well that ends.
and so is it
Not
done.
as bad as it could have. No traps, please.
There we go. I figured it out.
Great God, Helm. Allow us peace in this plane and beyond. Teach us care when we would be reckless. So is it done.
A dragon. Gods preserve me.
It would be too
Where?
much to hope that's nothing to do with us,
Oh.
wouldn't it?
Stay low. It might not see us.
What are you doing? Hold up before they see you, Gresham.
What's the
What?
matter?
Apart from the dragon. Look. That lot are swarming all over the bridge. I don't know what they want, but it can't be good. I'm going to find another way around. You ought to do the same. I doubt a fight against them would go your way. Nobody.
Who are you?
Just another harassing fool trying to stay alive. There's plenty of us around.
Seems like you have good survival instincts. Maybe you should join me
What?
instead.
Just follow you around. I go my own way. Alone.
Okay.
Rag. That's it. I'm getting out of here.
Drop your weapons!
I'll feed your innards to the ants before I do that, Istik.
This is your last chance!
No, look up. That was your last chance, Istik. Now burn!
Now look what you did to the fucking bridge.
Stop wasting time, Beretta. You're not here to play with the locals.
Of course, Kithrak. We merely sought to...
No excuses. Question, kill, then move on. Find the weapon. Our queen watches us. Fail her at your peril.
Those giths look like a fight and a half. Best keep away from them for now.
But I thought that's who that we've been searching for.
What easy prey you make, walking right within my blade's embrace. These creatures are so simple to ensnare, Beretta. You mule too much about your task.
Forgiveness, Kithrak.
And as for you, tell me, why shouldn't I run you through this instant?
Silently hold a stare and discreetly prepare to attack.
You make good use of silence. Too many think hot air will save them. If I have no use for you alive, I'll have your death slow and sweet. Understand? A vessel fell from the sky. We seek a precious weapon that was taken from it.
You feel Shadowheart's anxiety. The weapon that Voss seeks is the same one the Absolute's followers are hunting. It's the artifact that she carries. Her mind focuses. The Gith's suspicion cannot be aroused. They cannot discover that the weapon they seek is right within their grasp.
Help us find it, and I will leave your blood beneath your skin unspilled.
Don't help them. Don't tell them a thing. We're dead if you do.
We'll need to start from the beginning. What is this weapon
Do
you're
not speak.
after?
Your bleating offends my ears. Just stand still.
He begins to move his hand in a quick flurry of gestures.
Silently interpret the meaning of the gestures.
You realize he's casting Detect Thoughts.
Is this probing into your mind?
Nothing even approaching a useful thought in that skull. I ought to just kill you.
Corpse is useless, but a living form might unearth something.
Curious. I thought even the lowest of creatures had at least a shred of dignity. You prove me wrong. But there's a repellent logic in your words. You may notice things a noble gift does not. Very well, Istik. Seek out survivors from the ship that crashed on this wretched world. Bring me their heads. Bring me the weapon. If you succeed, the reward will be great. Now go.
And there he goes.
There's something I've been wanting to share with you, if now's a good time.
You're voluntarily telling me about yourself. Are you feeling unwell? Is it the tadpole?
No. The opposite. I feel like I can share this with you. I've never felt that way before. It's difficult to put into words. I think it might be easier to just show you. Use the tadpole. The connection. Come into my mind.
Okay. You sure?
I'm sure. I trust you.
Okay.
I don't remember how it started. Only how it ended. I was fleeing. She asked my name. I can't remember what I said. I can't remember anything before those words. All I know is she saved my life and gave me a new home with Lady Shah. It hurts. That's all I remember.
You remember that it is common amongst Seluna's followers to send their children into the woods alone, a rite of passage to find their way home. Perhaps this one has gone awry.
You look like you were wearing a moonstone. Isn't that commonly worn by Selenites?
You're reading too much into things. A childhood bauble, that's all. Just because Selunites claim something doesn't mean they own it.
No wonder you're so dedicated to Shar. You feel like you owe your life to her.
Lady Shah. But yes, her and those who saved me and taught me her ways. The Mother Superior. She made me who I am. At least as best as I can remember. She taught me, trained me, punished me when I failed her. Which was often.
Sounds like abuse.
Abuse? Nonsense. The Mother Superior made me strong. For the Dark Lady.
Lae'zel, why are you segregated? Where is Lae'zel?
Teach us care when we would be reckless. Teach us certainty when
Why
we
is
would
she
have
still
doubt.
all the way
So it
back
is
here?
spoken, and so is it done. Great God, Helm.
I wonder if she would have had anything to say in that interaction if she had actually been there. I'm kind of upset now. I feel like we probably missed out on something.
Baldur's Gate, northwest. Elturel, south. Moonrise Towers, west.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Okay. Is there anything I just do not use? I don't really use the blindness. I've got too much stuff. Nope. Nope.
There is work to do.
Attention!
We have equipped 4 to 15.
assume nothing.
Soldier.
My faith will guide me.
Never a dull moment.
Okay. It's still telling us to go back and talk to that dude? Well, I guess we should go do that, huh? Before we walk away from that situation completely. Why is Lae'zel still just not following us? What am I missing? Didn't you say something about a
It's for our
dowry?
sister's wedding. I made a stupid joke about keeping it. We argued about it for hours. Then she took the dowry and left.
That was really it? That was the whole reason we walked all the way back there? Just asking about a dowry that I don't care about? Okay, well, we're gonna check over here, I guess. And, first we're gonna figure out why Lae'zel isn't not following us. And then we're gonna see if it's still giving us the warning that the mountain pass is too tough for us. Did we do it this time? I didn't read what it said. Probably should have read it, huh? 2 seconds to respond to a message.
Wait. These markings. Tirsu's script scratched in the ground. A creche must be nested in the temple below. We must go there at once.
Jersey script, you said? What does that
Githyanki
mean?
writing. Every word a wheel. Every letter a spoke. The most powerful texts are engraved in slate. Some so ancient, only the most erudite Gish can read them.
How do I know I can trust
You
your
don't have
people?
to trust them, only to trust me. I have not failed you yet, and I have no intentions of it now. I don't need you to believe me for it to be true.
Alright, let's go to the
Very well.
creche.
You may lead. But if we stray too far that our chance is lost, I'll make my way there alone.
Okay. I really dig the music to this game. I just really dig this game so far.
Blessed be you, pilgrim. Take respite now in the dawn's loving gaze.
Looks like Lathander, god of the dawning sun.
Wow. Look at that view. Your worst nightmare.
Ah, a friendly face. Oh, you are a sweet, sweet blessing, my dear. You know, I've had nothing but trouble all day. I've been accosted, chased, insulted. Look over there. Do you see that wretched little hive?
Looks like a temple.
Oh, it certainly looks that way. But inside, it is swarming with brutish, stupid, rude Githyanki.
Brutish and rude by your wretched standards, but stupid. Kchoki.
Your charming companion would call it a creche. But it was built on what remained after the Githyanki slaughtered all of the monks. I'd call it a murderous training camp.
Acutely observed on both counts.
Honestly, I was doing them a favor offering to buy one of their eggs. And how am I repaid? Attacked and run off like some transient.
You tried to buy one of their children?
What? No, of course not. I was merely... Well... Look, it's just an egg.
Wait, they come from
Society
eggs?
of Brilliance asked me to acquire one of their roe so they can incubate it and once it hatches, raise the spawn
I'm
in
sorry.
their tradition.
Excuse me?
Please, do enlighten me. What is this tradition?
The society believes a Githyanki raised in a peaceful, nurturing environment can overcome its violent nature. I'm sure your friend would agree. A Githyanki is as likely to forsake its violent nature as a gnome is to fly.
Violence is taught, not inherited. You don't need to steal a child to know that.
You've been sipping from the same goblet as the Society. Perhaps you'd be willing to help then, to prove your point. They may have
No.
chased me away, but surely the Gith would welcome a person with such sympathetic views to their creche. And once inside, you could simply purloin an egg.
Steal one of Gith's own. I will slit your throat for even suggesting it.
I'm not talking to you. You'll be well compensated, of course. Just bring me an egg.
No. My friend's right. What you suggest is revolting and you need to die.
Hatazith!
I knew I was right about you beasts.
Okay. Just going straight for them, huh?
Alright, Karlak. It's go time.
Need to stay focused.
Good job, Shadowheart. Okay, that's just talking about the egg. Got some pork sausage. I want to talk about buttered sausage. Mm-mm. Got a little spider friend hanging down in front of me. Hey there, little spider friend. I think spiders are pretty cool. I think I can attribute James and the Giant Peach planting that thought into my mind at a very young age.
Eager for battle.
Send one of those to Karlak. Actually, send that to Karlak.
I'd love to, thanks.
What's next, I wonder?
Quarterstaff. For some reason I thought it was a
Let
mace.
His will be done.
Totally, girl.
Don't burn yourself.
Sorry, it takes me forever to do anything. And I know it.
No time to rest.
No rest for the wicked.
This view's almost worth the walk.
Cable
That's
car.
not going to work.
Why don't we just get Karlak to do it?
Damn, completely stuck. I wonder when it was used last.
Easy. This place is hungry for blood.
I believe we're approaching the crash. Once we're inside, let me do the talking.
Just to be clear, you're going to lead us into a nest of Githyanki marauders, and we're supposed to trust that will end well for us. Is that a
Yes.
problem? More a sign of the times, I suppose.
That's enough. On your feet.
Where are you taking us?
If this is about that weapon your friend was talking about, we don't have it and we don't know shit about it.
Silence! Move!
No. No, I'm not going in there. I won't.
Anyone want to join her? As I thought. Through the doors. Now! The captain is expecting you.
Forward, carefully. These cultists have the crash on high alert.
So the Githyanki aren't fond of the cultists. Could be a good thing.
Within the artifact, a feeling stirs. Uncertainty.
Your curiosity is getting the better of you. Do not let it. Stay away from the Githyanki. They're hunting you. They want the artifact. They'll stop at nothing to take it from you.
The crash must be nested in that.
Your skull trembles, your parasite wriggles. Lae'zel sees your memories of your confrontation with Kithrak Voss.
Voss, still Kithrak, Knight Supreme, an honorable warrior, Vlakith's finest. I am impressed. He wanted your head. yet it remains firmly atop your shoulders. A lesser man would be adorning the road as a shredded corpse.
Impressive. That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
If by nice you mean truthful, then consider me positively pleasant. Now, to the point. The creche is not far from where you met Voss. We must go there immediately. Unless, of course, you'd rather sprout waxy tendrils where there were no tendrils before. Keep me at your side, and I will invoke protocol. It is my people's duty to aid infected Githyanki. Had I been traveling with you, we might have avoided the Knight's fury.
You were traveling with me, you were just too busy fucking around in the burning village. I'm so mad about that. Went out of our way to make sure she was in the party. Enchanted security.
Enough
You do
waiting.
something about
I
it?
crave blood.
Let's move.
For some reason, I thought you'd be able to climb down those vines there.
traitor Kithra takes great interest in this relic of yours, Shadowheart. Or should I say, weapon?
Stand your ground! Keep them busy!
Talking statues are never a good sign.
Thunder, forgive me. We have to fire the lance.
May the darkness protect you.
Ground! Keep them busy! The Thunder, forgive me. We have to fire the lance.
That might be worth a look. What's that? That's a Githyanki blade if ever I saw one.
Stone disc has Githyanki runes carved into it. Below them is drawn a translation into the common tongue. There's an inventory of items taken by the Githyanki from the Lathandrian monks upon their initial takeover of the monastery and the subsequent shipment of major valuables back to the Dipter.
Here goes nothing.
The blood of Lathander, spilled in holy battle with Samaster, immortalized here for all to worship.
So they kept the blood of Lathander here. No wonder it was looted.
Sentries to arms! Istik, state your purpose quickly. Stand down, Gish. Is it not Vlaakith's command to welcome her faithful?
I expected no visitors, faithful or otherwise. Why have you come?
I was infected by an... Right, you know what? If Yankee hate Illithid, I have proof that they're invading. We need your help. Ooh. Okay.
We are aware, and it is dire. But of late, we've been distracted. Perhaps the news you bring will change Inquisitor Wawargaz's mind. Seek the Inquisitor within. Step lightly, Istik. He's not known for his lenience.
Any word on the search for the artifact, Rastil? Loose words are food for gay spies. You should know better. Forgive me. We have not been visited by an Inquisitor in an age. It is an honor. I would be more concerned than excited.
Sorry, I was responding to a message.
Any word on the search for the artifact, Rastil? Loose words are food for...
You may proceed.
Forgive me. We have not been visited by an Inquisitor in an age.
Stop meddling where you aren't wanted, Istik.
I'll do what I want, buddy.
Any word on the search for the artifact?
I heard they're making us join the patrol soon. The search must be going badly.
Gotta respect these Gith. They don't fool around.
Oh, I'm more than aware, trust me. I've had plenty of training in what to expect from them.
In that case, lead on, miss.
The captain has little patience for your kind. You'd better not waste her time.
Ugh. Blood? Rust? Squar? Is there no odious substance not smeared on this delivery? I'd heard this plane was disgusting, but I didn't think it would be like this.
Must be something worthwhile on this plane, or your kind wouldn't be here.
Most metals here fold like Istiks, much like Istiks themselves. But if you're so keen to extol their virtues, you can pay accordingly.
I don't think I will.
On your way, then.
You're next on the list. That's why you're...
Tempers are rising.
I'm sorry.
An Istik allowed to soil our halls? Chick.
He said chick.
Please, Chitrai, I can explain. The latest batch of cultists knew nothing of the astral prism. They were just trying to find Moonrise. They all head there. My Gish have drafted plans to assault the tower. They are ready to fight, Chitrai. We could sift the missing artifact from the tower's ashes if you would give us...
Quiet. Find the astral prism, Therazin. My patience falters.
Yes, Chitrai. You heard him! Go!
Do as she says. She remains your Kithrak. For now.
Shut those doors. This is not a public forum.
Oh no. I hate
Those are
wolves.
some big-ass dogs.
Everyone's
Can I
frightened
pet
of
that
something.
dog?
My fear's hardly irrational
Wanna
when you
pet
see the
that
fangs
dog?
on those things.
An istik in my creche. You are one of the mercenaries sent to bring the weapon.
The Istik is with me, honored Kithrak.
So noted. But my question goes unanswered. Do you bring the weapon?
Don't tell her anything.
There's a Mind Flayer invasion in progress. Why is that not your
You
priority?
are well informed. My creche discovered the same. We know infected flock to Moonrise Towers. I reported the gathering masses back to Tunarath. In response, they sent an Inquisitor. Instead of ordering an assault, we were told to join in this mad hunt for an ancient relic. Meanwhile, illithid sickness spreads right in front of us.
What does this weapon look like?
It is small, angular, metal, adorned with Tirsu script. Stolen by true soul heretics.
You sense Shadowheart's worry. This weapon sounds like the artifact you carry.
What was that look? You know something. Do you have it?
I don't know anything about it. Come on, baby. Okay, let's try that again. We need to get anything higher than a fucking 4.
Then stop wasting my time, Istik!
She's
You
gonna
are
feed
one
me
of
to
the
the
mercenaries
dogs.
we engaged, are you not?
Of course, I'll be back on the search
I have
immediately.
business to attend to. Return with the weapon, or do not return at all.
Well,
I suppose you've noticed I'm not terribly fond of wolves. I've
we
always
say
been
while we're
terrified
6
of
feet
them,
away from wolves.
ever since I was a child. I showed you my memory of when I was lost in the woods. It can hardly come as a surprise. The Mother Superior wasn't above using it against me. If I disobeyed, sometimes instead of a whipping, she'd threaten to drag me to a wolf den. Never failed to bring me back in line. Why is it always the bad memories I can still recall? In any case, I'll be keen to avoid them.
Everyone's got their own fears. I won't judge
You're
yours.
unlike the Mother Superior, then. Maybe that's what I like about you. You're different.
Okay, we're just gonna mosey on out of here, I guess. Go to Grimforge. Why not?
This place.
I know what you mean. Everyone is so unhappy.
Oh. Well, I meant more the molten rock and plunging chasms, but yes, the folk leave something to be desired as well.
Present company excluded, of course.
Oh, hush you. Stop fishing for compliments.
Alright, 2 seconds. I'll be back in less than 5. Keep the boss company. Alright, I'm back. Looks like we can go back and forth between, like, different areas pretty freely, though. Keep saying to, like, wrap up loose ends, but hopefully I didn't, like, fuck anything up there, but oh well if I did.
We offer ourselves to the darkness, that blessed Shah may give us her mercy.
You're really gonna like it here, aren't you, Shadowheart?
Who there, wanderer? Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man.
May I inquire if perchance you retain among your traveling companions a man who adheres to the given name of Gale?
Yeah, he's in camp.
Ever a man of leisure. Would it pain you greatly to assist me along the little voyage I intend to undertake to this aforementioned camp?
I'd like to know first who I'd be bringing to see
Should
Gale.
it be the nature of our acquaintance that interests you, well, you may safely classify Gale and I as friends. Should it be the nature of your present interlocutor that you desire to drag from the dark and unknown, I shall be glad to aid in your quest for illumination and identify myself as Elminster. Elminster Ormar. Now, if this answer satisfies you, let us linger no longer in this limbo of indecision, but set course for your camp forthwith.
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding the camp without my assistance. I'll see you there later.
Though I'd have welcomed a voice other than my own to entertain me along my weary way, I shall take your answer in stride, and with it, take my leave as well. Adieu.
Yeah, whatever, dude. I'm not interested in whatever you and Gale have to do right now. Well, didn't mean to not read that, but oh well. I'm not gonna go into the menu to find it. Well, this looks terrible.
Do you feel it? The chill on your skin, in your lungs. This darkness is diseased.
There's a power to these shadows. A familiar one. I swear I can feel it.
It's the only way to Moonrise Towers. We have to push through.
Something's wrong. I feel weak.
The shadows will not
Surround
conceal me.
yourself with light.
I am shielded by Lady Shah.
Maybe we need to turn around. Because we have the lantern, but didn't we need, like, pixie something to light it up? Right? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I don't know if I want to be coming down here if that's gonna be what's happening. But it's too late to apologize. It's too late to just back out.
Is that blood? No,
Or
never
load,
mind.
rather. So we will just back out. I don't even know where that item is anymore. I'm really bad at this game. Okay.
I
I
thought
didn't
you
realize
reached
we were going
Yankee
camp.
Crash and be rid of these tadpoles. Now we stalk forgotten lands haunted by darkness.
You know what? We don't need you in the party right now.
Are you sure that's the best course of action? Confirmed.
We're gonna bring the fun one into the party for a little bit.
It feels like I much prefer it when I'm the one prowling in the shadows. About to strike. Sorry, did you want something? Or just looking for a distract? Darling, lead on. Watch your back. Someone there?
No one back home will ever believe this.
Gale, you don't look so good, buddy.
Ah, there you are. Now, I hope you don't mind my having ingratiated myself into the most palatable graces of your provisions. You find me quite sated indeed. Yes, what a delightful wedge of old Arthurian that was. Doesn't do to parley on an empty stomach, you know. Makes one's words frivolous when they should be grave. Plenty to digest, after all. A good deal to stew over, if you will. Words ladled with import should be savored so as to better absorb their meaning. Wouldn't you agree?
Elminster.
Right. You see, that is to say, Gale, my boy, I've come to address a most pressing matter. I'll speak as plainly as I can, forswearing the accustomed frills that decorate my speech. I'm here on behalf of Mistra. The message and the charge I bring you are hers.
You were sent here as an actual divine messenger?
Oh, Mistra's delicate feet are ill-suited for the hardships of the road.
You know where you went wrong, Gale. And I trust you told your fellow traveler here the nature of your ills.
I can't say that so far I've volunteered the entire truth.
Do you mean to say you've never bothered to disclose how dangerous you are?
Not in so many words. No.
Then you two have much to discuss after I'll have taken my leave. In short,
Alright, Randolph the
Gale,
Red.
through his own doing, has become a living explosive that could wipe from this world this very gathering, and much more besides. For his folly, Mistra forsook him. But now, she has decreed he is to be given a chance of redemption.
Mistra would consider forgiveness.
She would consider what she considers to be forgiveness. Mistra is aware of the misadventures that have befallen you both. She knows of your strife with the Absolute, that most insidious of evils.
You wouldn't happen to know of a cure, would you? Some all-powerful parasite withering spell, perhaps?
The creature that afflicts you, the ill-begotten magic that it weaves, is inextricably conjoined with both the greater purpose and the greater master that it serves. You must know that the Absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive. It threatens all who live, even those who are undying. It threatens the gods, the weave, the very fabric of the universe itself. That is why I have come here to charge you, Gale, with its destruction. It is Mistra's belief that only you can.
Gale alone? How so?
Precisely. That which renders him so dangerous is an orb of Netherese origin that is buried within his chest. And that, Gale, is how we arrive at the heart of my directive. Mistra has granted me the power to stop the clock, as it were, on the orb's rush to overpower you. Instead, you will be able to unleash its lethal combustion at will.
Interesting. This could be help or hindrance. We shall have to see.
You must find the heart of the Absolute, whatever that may be, and use yourself as the catalyst that will burn it from this world.
Be rid of both the Absolute and Gale in one fell swoop would win. Say what you will, but you can't force Gale to go through with this.
Indeed. But I think she trusts me too.
It brings me no pleasure saying this, my friend. But such is Mystra's will. Yours must be the sacrifice that will undo the absolute. And for your sacrifice, you will be redeemed. Such is Mystra's promise. With that, I've said my sorry piece, and need only bestow unto thee the charm I was bid. Mistrarium Italion Thras Annas.
Okay.
It is done. Both charge and charm have been committed into your care. To you, I commit into care Gale himself. I count on you to shepherd him well on this strangest of journeys.
Still a long journey ahead. We'll find another
Some
way.
other fortune altogether.
Like moons make swell and wane the nescient seas, so too the skies-strewn gods ordain the tidal fates of mortal days. And yet, an ocean born in lonely hours, come ebb, come flow, come all that is beyond the breadth of our dominion. Be a moon unto yourself. Even the waves of fate can break upon the shores of will. Farewell, my friend.
Farewell, Elminster. I'm glad she chose you.
You want to talk, Doc?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Elman's just to
Then
talk
I
to you.
expect he's told you at least some of my story. Allow me to give you my own side for a moment. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy. And from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it. Much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself. The Lady of Mysteries. The goddess Mystra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse. And later, even my lover.
Are you telling me you made love to a goddess?
Oh, yes. We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mystra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross. Yet, every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries.
How exactly did you try to cross those boundaries?
I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. She only smiled and told me to be contented. But inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale?
Tell me all.
Very well. Here goes. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower. A flying tower, to be precise. I'll save his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself. He almost managed, but not quite. His entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone. The magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Roiling like the prime chaos that outdates creation. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, then shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal realms, until the day Mystra returned. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess?
I guess he rolled out flowers and chocolates all together then.
Me. My gestures can never be grand enough. I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mystra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you into the dark. You've seen this before. The book, the black tendrils of chaos weave that lash out and overtake you. The dread is as real as the first time. The oppression just as unbearable.
How are you still alive?
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, it remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however.
Go on.
It will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep. Fortunately, this need no longer be a concern. Not until I meet the heart of the Absolute, whatever that is. How can I help?
I was wondering about the mighty lord you told me about in your story.
Yes. Karsus. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistril, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like to be a god. To know yourself, to be untouchable. To be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel. And with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistril sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistril. The end of Karsus and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more. An event that came to be known as Karsus's folly.
Nothing good ever comes from mortals wanting to be gods.
Loving them has its side effects as well. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mystra, but to prove my love for her. Try to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go.
Alright, well, I can only take so much of talking to you, Gale.
To think, Gale's had this devastating war within himself the entire time, and only just mentioned it. Who'd keep a secret like that from his friends? You can't trust anyone these days.
Says the person who didn't tell us about being a vampire.
Speak your mind.
Well met.
Ravengard is your father. Why didn't
Because
you tell
our
me?
relation was no matter of pride, not least for him. Floric spoke true. I'm a Grand Duke's son.
Aren't you worried? Your father's been
More
abducted.
than worried, in truth. What makes a Duke of Baldur's Gate so interesting to the Drow? Even the houses of Men's Oberanzen would have little use for my father. No, this is no Drow plot. These absolute nutters, these true souls are behind his abduction. His absence alone will sow chaos in the city. If they were to infect him, he could lead Baldur's Gate to ruin. All the more reason to find him. The Absolute has seized not just my father, but the future of the Sword Coast.
Shouldn't keep secrets like this from me, Will.
And you're right. My story is one of two men. The Blade of Frontiers, a man hunting the fiends who prey on the weak and claw at the coast. And Will Ravengard, a memory of a memory. A man who belongs to the past. I wanted you to know the Blade, not the shadow he left behind.
Alright, bye.
The shadow curse. It doesn't seem to affect me like it does others. Not as badly, at least. Do you know what this means? I must be blessed. Lady Shah is protecting me where others are left to face her wrath. She loves me. She must do.
This could be
Carried
something
away?
else.
Hardly. The proof is right there. Just be grateful someone can handle this place. Lady Shah wouldn't bless me like this for no reason. There must be something she wants of me. Those signs we found about Dark Justiciars, perhaps they were no coincidence. In either case, I need to watch for any place dedicated to Lady Shah. A temple, perhaps.
Who's a good dog? Who's a good dog? Hold up. Where is it?
Yeah?
Now that those paladins are out of your way, what's next on your agenda?
First things first, I need to get this engine tuned up. Thing's powerful, but it's been feeling volatile ever since I left the Hells. Can't be too hard to find an infernal mechanic round here, right?
You and Mazora seem to know each other. How?
We were both part of Zariel's inner circle. Her by choice, me by force. In the grand scheme of things, I'm inconsequential to Zariel. Sure, I've got the engine, but I wasn't even her strongest fighter. But she favored me like a child favors a captive pet. Mizora envied the attention, I suppose. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted.
Do you think she'll be coming after you?
I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things to do. Devils and their pride.
See why you were so keen to escape?
No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. It had the makings of a good stage show, but I did not want to be one of the players.
Okay. I guess let's go to bed. And then I'm gonna go to bed in real life. We call it a night. Excuse me. Alright. I was seeing if anything happened overnight, but no. So, we're gonna call it. I'm gonna hop back on tomorrow night. I'm not sure what we're gonna be doing. Probably either more of this, or possibly some cyberpunk. I don't know. We'll see. But if there's anybody lurking, hanging out in the background, thanks for being here. Maybe I'll see you around sometime. Yeah. As I said, tomorrow is either going to be more of this or some cyberpunk. Same with the day after. Friday is going to be some Sekiro. We're probably going to be doing some Demon of Hatred attempts. But for sure, we're going to be trying to clean up some other mini bosses. Like Headless and Shichiman Warriors. And then Saturday is going to be more Star Wars. Some more Jedi Survivor. So yeah, that's the plan. Again, anybody hanging out, thanks for being here. This has been a boy named Sue, coming at you live straight from Baked Potato. And I hope you have a wonderful night, and I'll see you around.